Here we are, man. We're doing it. Episode 5. Is this 5 already?
Yeah, we did 5.
Yeah.
So.
Oh
Happy
my
October,
God.
boys.
Yes.
Yeah, we're in October.
Happy spooky season.
We're
I
in
know, I love
October,
it.
and the Rays are not.
Yeah, let's loop this motherfucker. You know the words? Sing along, dickheads.
There we go.
All right, we're fine.
We don't have a producer.
We don't have our producer tonight. We have had a night. I am John J. Murray. Johnny B is in the top left, and Matt Fernandez is in the top right. Yeah, that was a disaster. We tried to have our first guest. Didn't work.
Look, let's be honest. We need a producer that not only is good, but is available. I don't know what the hell's going on, Bothwell, but we're starting off. We're struggling here, okay? But we're going to get it together. It's only episode 5. By episode 500, this shit's going to be a well-oiled machine. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah. That's on my other podcast. I'm up to 536, and we almost have it figured out.
Crazy.
We're close. We're close to nailing it.
I just like that we're shitting on Bothwell. Meanwhile, he's doing this out of the goodness of his heart.
I know.
Well, so are we. Nobody's making money here. We're spending money.
That's fair.
Until we get this thing off the ground, and people are like, "Hey, I'll sponsor that piece of shit." And then maybe down the line. But right now, we're just we're still learning, and we're trying to get it going.
A couple of assholes talking about sports
And drinking beer, baby. Yeah. What are we drinking today, boys?
Fucking air.
Matt isn't drinking anything because he was in a rush to get here.
Oh, you sons of bitches!
And then it took an hour for us to get started because of the.
I could have just ran to the store while you were fucking with
Yeah,
everything. But
yeah.
whatever.
For sure.
I'm
gonna
drinking
go
the
drink after
Voodoo
this.
Ranger Juice Force IPA.
Ooh, it's a good one.
It is. I was introduced to this at the last Rays game that I went to, and they were actually on sale because I guess people didn't like them. So it was like it was like the last home game, so it was very limited what they had left. Like they were not restocking shit.
They have a weird system where you just walk in and grab beers and then leave.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And then they're like, "We know what you bought. We watched."
And
you."
somehow it's
And
right.
It's so weird.
Like how
That
does
is
it
weird.
know?
You just give them your credit card information, and you walk into this like cooler area.
Oh.
You want, and like they have cameras everywhere that watch what you pick.
And it's
Yeah.
and then you just walk out, and then that's it, and then it charges it correctly.
Yeah, Amazon has these convenience stores. I don't think they're in Florida yet, but it's the same way. Like you walk in, and I guess you sign in at the door with your Amazon account, and whatever you
Scans
leave
your
with.
eyeballs.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, dude. I'm super excited about the beer I'm drinking today, and I know you're gonna pick on me. You're gonna be like, it's a dad beer, whatever. But this beer,
Dad beer Johnny.
I like it. This beer was discontinued, and it was my favorite beer a few years ago. And the first time I had it was actually at Busch Gardens for a Hollow Scream. I was doing a live broadcast with the radio station, and they were bringing these beers to me and Gio, and so fucking delicious. And then they stopped making them, and now they're back. They were at Total Wine, and I saw them at Publix. But it's Shock Top pretzel beer. Have you had
No, I
the
have
twisted
had it.
pretzel? It is so
can't say that I
goddamn
have, no.
delicious.
I have had it, and I typically stay away from the InBev beers just because I'm like mad that they started buying up like good craft breweries and then
Right.
making them worse.
Are they the ones that bought Cigar City?
No, Monster Energy Drink bought Cigar City. It was I think
Is that
InBev
for
made
real?
a
They really
bet.
did.
Monster Energy Drink, yes, that's confirmed.
Good for them.
So Cigar City Brewery is the official beer of punching a hole in drywall now.
Good for them though. That was started by the Redmonds and fucking
Yeah, the strip club pimp
Yeah.
dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a
I
famous-
met the younger one time. He was clearly on cocaine.
Oh yeah.
yeah. I've met both of them. Yeah, they're good. They're good people.
He's Tampa's most famous pimp.
Yeah.
100%.
Good for him, dude. But
That's
this
kinda
beer,
cool. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, that's awesome.
it doesn't taste like pretzel. It almost has like a kind of a caramel kind of back note to it or something. But it's
probably just
fucking delicious.
like a German, because they have beers that taste like bready, like that.
Yes, that's what this is. And it's goddamn, it's scrumptious. I love it. And when it came back, my wife was like, I got a surprise for you. And she pulled the 6-pack out. I was like, oh, you're getting some ding dong tonight. But like that's what she needed to do.
Nothing
But
turns a woman on like referring to it as ding dong.
I only call it ding dong.
Yo,
Ding
girl, you
dong.
trying to get this ding dong?
yeah, that's what you gotta do, man. You gotta come over with them sweet fucking yo, what's up, mama? Look like
He
you
does the
look
voice.
like you look like you in the mood for a little ding dong. She's like, oh my god, I am.
Oh my gosh, you're so right.
Giving me the juice force.
Please put your.
Give me a Juice Force IPA
Oh my god.
with your ding dong.
Give me that heavy juice.
Mm. Sorry, girls, not
Everybody
tonight.
just turned off the podcast.
Not tonight,
Yep.
girls. Daddy's giving me the ding dong.
Turn it off or they're rock hard.
Yeah, whatever, dude. Sorry if you're dripping wet, ladies. Welcome to the show. So you have three
Sorry
of
if
them.
I just ruined someone's marriage.
Yeah, sorry if your wife can't get wet for you anymore unless you say it,
Jesus
just like me.
I know if I take it another step, he's going to take it another
Yeah, he
step.
always
So I just
will.
keep baiting
Yeah.
him
Yeah,
just
People
to see
do-
what comes out
Let's
of his
see if
mouth.
we can get him to say a slur.
you're not the only one. You're not the only ones that do that to me. Everybody does that to me. They just keep on pitching them underhand to me, like, come on, come on.
Come
He's
on,
a
come this
habitual
way.
one-upper.
It's just a
He's gonna
trail
do
of
it.
breadcrumbs all the way to the N word.
Jesus, guys, calm down. Anyway, it's been a crazy week. The last time we did a show, episode 4, was
It
like
was almost a hurricane.
a few hours before, and it really didn't seem like it was going to be much. It was 100 miles off the coast, and we were all like, "Man, big deal." I never lost power where I live, and I'm sure you guys.
No, I was really lucky.
Nope, never
Yeah.
lost power.
Wow,
Did
it
get a
sucks.
tree uprooted in my backyard.
Boo.
The whole
Had to
roots
pay,
came out and
Yeah,
everything.
I had to pay $800 to get that removed.
Oh,
Ooh.
wow.
It was a pretty big fucking tree, but that
What
was
kind of tree was it?
It was like a oak, like a big.
Oh,
man, I would've
don't know,
taken
like
that
whatever a big.
Yeah, dude.
Whatever
You-
big trees are, like it was fucking huge.
I
and it
would have
was-
taken that
and
out
it
for the
was-
firewood.
And it was
Yes.
laying on my back fence, like it was crushing my fence. So I
Oh,
had to
man,
make
you know
it
how
as
much-
possible.
You
I
told
did
me.
get some firewood off of it.
That's good.
I'm gonna say you have a smoker too, right, Matt?
But I'm a
Yeah,
pellet smoker. I don't fucking use wood.
Oh, pellet smoker.
Yeah, man, I said it and forget it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Forget
a
that you're
crock pot
gay.
for boys,
Yeah.
folks.
It's
that's
awesome.
true. It is.
I use
It's-
crock pots too. They're fucking dope as hell.
They are good, yeah.
I have an
Pulled
instant
pork
pot.
out of a crock pot. It's perfect. It's perfect.
You guys have instant pots, right? It's like better.
I don't have that.
Is
no.
that like a rice cooker? I don't.
It's
think
like a
I have
pressure cooker, but
It's a
also a
pressure
crock pot.
Oh, no.
But
It does
it-
both.
dude, it's badass. You could take a pork butt and cook it in like an hour to where it's like fork tender. It's so good. Yeah, it's you just put a bottle of marinade in there and just pressure cook the shit out of it.
Yeah, you can make like a stew that would normally take like 8 hours
Mhm.
and then like knock that down to like 90 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
made bone broth like for homemade pho. I've done it in like 3-4 hours, where normally that's
3
like
hour- yeah,
a
it's
day and a
24
half.
hours.
Dude,
Yeah,
I make burrito tacos in the crock pot all the time, the short ribs.
Oh,
And
you
you just
bastard.
dip the fucking tortillas in the juice that's in there, and then you just throw them on the griddle for a
I
second.
think we need to add barbecue to our bio
Banging.
because I think we're all pretty good barbecue.
I like
Yeah.
food,
Chefs.
Well, yeah, for sure. We should probably add that to it. So it's beer,
Yeah.
barbecue,
I
sports,
mean,
and
beer.
oh,
beer
and comedy.
food go
I like
together.
that. Yeah,
Beer,
yeah.
barbecue, sports, and sometimes
Just are
Johnny
you a
pulls his
fucking
dick out.
guy? This podcast is for you, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking dude
Do you-
show.
Do you like to suck dick?
Wait, no.
Whoa.
Wait, no,
Whoa,
no,
whoa,
no,
whoa.
not that.
No, no, no,
not
whoa,
that,
whoa.
not that.
Easy, easy.
Okay, sorry.
I mean, if you do, that's fine. Please subscribe. But
No, I misinterpreted where this was going.
you like barbecue and butt fuck? Well, you've reached the right guys. Once again, took it to. Sorry, it reminds me of a long time ago. I was oh, that's the wrong sounder. It reminds me of a.
That was, I mean, that was pretty good, like for a call, like memory music. There you go. That's the stuff.
I was barbecuing in a gay bar in 1998, and it was a guy's birthday, and he showed up wearing nothing but a smile, and he said, "Hey, boy, what meat you working with?" And I was like, "Whatever meat you want, Daddy. I'm only here for an hour." Anyway, so we all got through the hurricane, but the whole West Coast got completely annihilated. Like biblical type of bullshit going on. Nobody
Yeah.
saw it coming. It was weird.
It was, well, no, they definitely said get the fuck out. If you live at the beach, they said go.
Yep.
They definitely said that well in advance.
My
It's sad.
in-laws stayed. They live on Treasure Island, and they did not.
My
leave.
in-law, my father-in-law
Unfortunately,
also
they fucking
stayed.
survived.
My
Yeah.
father-in-law stayed. He got 4 feet of water in his house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
their
Yeah,
power's
no,
still
I'm
out. It's been
leaving.
out for a week.
If you're in evacuation zone A and they say go, bye-bye. Put
I mean-
put your PlayStation as high as you can in the house and get the fuck out. I don't know what you're doing. Like, it is really sad. I think 9 people died in the area, and
it was
all
11.
9 of them. were in evacuation zones and didn't leave. It's really sad.
They were all elderly people that
Yeah.
didn't evacuate or couldn't
Yeah.
evacuate. I don't
Well,
know.
no, they were. I think there was a couple of them that were like, one was like 55 and one was like 38, and all the other ones were in their 70s or
I was
80s.
gonna
Yeah.
say 55 isn't that old.
Yeah,
No.
but
Wow.
no, but I think most of them were like people that like stubborn people that live by themselves on the beach for 40, 50 years, and they're like, this has never happened before, so I'm not leaving this time.
Yeah.
Washed away.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then
that
you
sucks.
see what happened in like North Carolina and all that. That shit's wild.
Dude,
too.
Asheville is gone.
I
Yeah,
know.
Brad-
Like Asheville just fucking gone.
Brad's kid, fortunately, his ex and his kid, they had moved out of Asheville to like a suburb, which was at a higher elevation, so they're okay.
That's good.
But they did live in Asheville
That
at
shit
one
is
point.
wild, man.
Yeah.
I got to be honest. Twice I submitted for the Laugh Your Ash Comedy Festival in Nashville, and I got denied both
Are you
times.
about to say they deserve this? Because
I'm not saying they deserve it.
Is that where this is going?
I'm not saying they deserve it,
I
but
did that festival.
you know,
It was a fantastic fest.
Yeah, I should apply to that one.
It's a good one. I don't know
Go
if we're
ahead.
gonna do it this
go
year.
ahead,
Oh, yeah.
apply.
We should also start applying as a podcast to some of these fests as well.
Oh yeah, that'd be
Because
cool.
we could do stand up and a live podcast.
They-
That would be
They're
awesome.
booking that a lot. I've noticed a lot of the festivals are booking podcasters / comedians, and
Right. They like the package deal.
yeah. So, yeah, no, I'm down. And plus, we get to hang out in another city together and get drunk. It'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, well, I hope Asheville, it's a strong community. I think they're going to come together. I think
I
they're going to
love Asheville.
rebuild.
That's like
And
my
yeah, it's a really
favorite
great town.
city in the South, man. I love that place.
Yeah, it's like probably the most fun, like small southern town
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
Yeah, it's good for music, comedy, and beer, and
Yeah.
we're all about
Yeah.
that. So
it's like Austin, Memphis, and Asheville are like the coolest, like small southern towns. Yeah, as far as music and
Just
and,
arts.
and
Just the
arts
in
and,
general,
and
yeah.
good barbecue, good food,
Yeah.
shit like that.
yeah, I spent a lot of time in Memphis. 20 years ago, I would go out there every year because I used to deal poker, for a living for a long time, and I would go
Do
out.
they have riverboat casinos in Memphis?
Well, Tunica is like a half hour south in
Okay,
Mississippi,
Okay.
so I would get
I know they're doing
contracted
Mississippi,
out
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
with a bunch of other dealers. They would bring dealers in from around the country for the World Poker Tour. They had a 6-week event every January, so we looked at it as like a money making kind of like little vacation. They would put you up, the dealers, in like the Gold Strike Casino,
Just
which
like
is-
when like the Super Bowl comes to town, and then all the strippers from
Yeah.
They
from
flock.
around the country
They
flock
here.
to the Super Bowl. There, it's just like that.
dude, there was a strip club in Memphis that they did that too. They had this strip club. It was called Platinum Plus, and everybody called it the Purple Church. It was the size of a Walmart. They had 500 girls working every night. It was the
500
Damn.
girls.
greatest strip club I've ever been in my life. It was amazing, right? So like a bunch of dealers, we all go there, and like the first week I went there, the first year I did like 4 or 5 years in a row. I went up there, and all the locals are like, "You gotta go to the Purple Church," because we were bragging we're from Tampa, and they're like, "Oh, you guys got strip clubs, but we got one that will tackle all of yours." So we went down there, and in Florida, we've always had the rule where 6-foot rule, you can't touch the girls, and they can't get full nude if there's alcohol. I think that's still the rule here in Florida. So
Is
if
it?
you want to,
'Cause,
You can definitely touch them.
Yeah,
but the full nude rule is still in effect.
yeah. So
yeah,
if
no,
you're
the
drinking a
6-foot
beer,
thing isn't. I don't think that's
No,
anymore.
I've never had that.
well, they broke it the whole time. It didn't matter. But if you're drinking a beer or drinking like a liquor, there's pasties and bikini bottoms. So we go into this. Me and a couple other Tampa guys, we go into the Platinum Church. It's gigantic. Right when we walk in, we pay our cover charge. We walk in, and there's a bar that you walk right past. And they go, "Well, let's get your drinks out of the way before you go sit down." And I was like, "Oh, well, give me a Corona and a shot of some whiskey or whatever." And the girl goes, "Okay." And I go, "Oh, we can have alcohol." And she goes, "Yeah." And I'm in my head, I'm like, "Well, they're going to be in bikinis, so whatever, big deal." We walk in, we got our drinks, and we're walking. There's a giant stage, like the size of a goddamn concert stage. And we're walking around the side of the stage to go find a seat near the stage. And the DJ goes, "All right, guys, it's pussy eating time."
Oh, wow.
And like 5 girls hop on stage, and they're having a full-on porno session on the stage. Not only are they naked,
I screamed that between Katie's legs right before I go in.
It's pussy time.
And then she says, all right, I don't want to do it anymore.
Get those thighs high. Give Katie a try. But, dude, we were like in shock. Like I'm holding Corona and a shot and I'm looking over and these girls are munching each other on the stage.
Oh my God.
Damn.
And also, I forgot to say, we all got 100 ones as we walked in because they're like, all right, we got plenty of ones.
You're a dirtbag.
Yeah.
I was doing well back then. So 100 ones wasn't shit for daddy back in those days. I was making well over 6 figures and just living the life. And, this is in 2002. So I got my 101s. I got my 2 drinks. These girls are going munchy town on each other. And I'm just like, what the hell? And the DJ goes, guys, the more you tip them, the closer they'll let you get. So I just take all $100 and just.
That's what they say at the zoo, too.
I just throw the entire thing. I just rain it on them. And the girls drag me on stage. One girl hops up on my shoulders and the other girl's over the front of me and she's munching the girl over my shoulder. Like it's right here. And I'm like, I was in this place for 2 minutes. And I'm already in the middle of an orgy.
And that's how your son was born.
I wish he had those genes.
But imagining how awkward that would be. Just like, yeah, all right, cool, you're doing great. Yeah.
Dude, it was crazy. So I was like, that's my first 2 minutes in the place. So I was like, okay. So that I went and got more ones. We hung out there for a little while, but it was absolutely crazy. They had every kind of girl you can think of. Like every race and
that's
every
because they
size.
were trafficking human beings.
Yeah,
maybe
that's what's going on there.
It was 2002.
Maybe.
No one knew about it then.
Matt, you should be a detective.
Crack the case.
But it was wild. But the reason why I brought it up was there was a couple of girls there, and my buddy goes, "I think I recognize that girl from Mons Venus." And I'm like, "I didn't know you were like a strip club professional here. Like I just came here because it was a thing." And he calls the girls over and he goes, "Where are you from?" And they're like, "We're from Tampa." And we're from Tampa. And they're like, "Oh, we come here like once a month and just make a shit ton of money. And then we fly back to Tampa." I'm like, huh. All right. So yeah, I guess really good strippers, they do that. They'll go to like hot spots. Yeah. They'll go to Vegas. They'll go all over the place.
Yeah. I saw like it was probably like one of those like mini Vice documentaries or something to that effect or whatever. And it was like, yeah, they travel around. They have their own merch. They're like comics.
They got merch.
They're selling like T-shirts,
signed diaphragm.
Yeah,
yeah, used condoms.
I went to a strip club in Louisville, and it was full. It was you could drink alcohol, and they wore pasties on their nipples, but they could go bottomless. So it was like, we can't show you our nipples, but here is my butthole. There's no problem. It was such a weird line to draw.
Here's my whole baby canal.
Here's everything, but you can't see my nips.
I was at a strip club in a state one time where they could be fully nude, but they had to have pubic hair. So a lot of the girls would would wear like pubic wigs.
Oh, it's a merkin.
Yeah, it's a merkin. Yeah, they would wear a merkin because that was the state law or the county law or whatever the hell.
That's a dangerous game to play. At what point are you like, all right, that's too much pubic hair?
Yeah.
You got to take that back a little bit.
It's like a Nerf football down there.
You can tell the girls that make more money because they got better merkins, some fat girl's got a comb over. You're like, you got to work harder. Like, what are we doing? That's sad. That's not even real. That's a chia pet.
Well, now that we've thoroughly disgusted everyone that's going to watch this episode,
welcome to the program.
Let's get into some sports.
Sure.
Let's start with I would say we start with the Bucks. What did you guys watch on Sunday?
Football tomorrow. Yeah.
Did we watch on Sunday?
I was you fool.
I was doing some storm cleanup while watching on my phone.
Oh, good. So it's good to be a good Samaritan, nerd.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't care if you're drowning. You have to wait until the game's over.
What do you give? What do you rate the Bucks' performance? What do you rate Tom Brady's performance?
Ooh.
The Bucks. I like that Brady talked a little shit.
Yeah. I do too. I thought
like that's who he is. He's earned that right.
Of course.
And Baker is fun. He's a silly goose.
For people that don't know, if you're not in touch with everything, so Baker was on a podcast like last week. And I don't think he was like really throwing shade at Tom Brady, but he was basically saying that some players were stressed out when Brady was the quarterback because, he is like kind of like a military dad in the locker room, but he's also a champion. And he said
he's
that,
like a stage dad. He's
He
like,
won
no,
you, yeah.
you will get out there and
yeah.
you will cry on camera, or I will make you cry.
He's got
Yeah.
that Jordan. He's got that Jordan thing. He's an asshole.
Yeah,
but
so
Yeah,
basically
he's gonna win.
Baker said on the podcast that, you know, that when he came in, he brought joy and it was like an easier atmosphere. And I guess Tom took it the wrong way. And I think right around the midway through the first quarter,
But
and
he made sure Baker made sure to be like, hey, and Tom's a different guy, and we have different leadership styles, and we both fit into this team in completely different ways. You know, he was like, he definitely prefaced it like, I'm not trying to throw shade. I'm not talking shit.
Of course, yeah. And then I think Fox really, the broadcast really pumped it up more than Tom did. You could tell Tom Brady being a new broadcaster, they were kind of like, let's make this fun. So they like
obviously
teed it up.
doesn't like the other guy either.
Yeah, KB, Burkhardt. They kind of teed him up for it, and kind of like, because I remember when I was new to radio, and some of the veteran radio guys would do that to me too. They'd be like, "Oh, Johnny, you hear about that? That girl was talking shit to you at the other station, da da da." And then I would go off on her, and then I would get in trouble. And I'm like, "These fucking guys set me up for that." And they knew they could do it. So I think that kind of did that to Tom a little bit. They were like, "Hey, Tom, Baker said some shit, dude.
They're starting drama.
Yeah, for sure.
You got to say something.
TV, good for ratings.
Yeah. So he did.
I mean, we're talking about it now.
Look at
so
all the
it
clicks
works.
they're getting.
Yeah.
But I think they wanted more than he gave them, because after Brady said what he said, and basically what he said, and I'm paraphrasing, I don't have it pulled up here, but he basically said, I thought being stressed out was not winning Super Bowls. He goes, I'm here.
For most people, Tom.
Yeah. He goes, I'm here to win. He goes, if I wanted to have fun, I would take my kids to Disneyland, which I thought was a pretty good snapback.
And kiss them on the mouth.
Yeah, exactly. With Tom.
Yeah, except we have Disney World here. You don't need to go all the way to California, Tom. Okay.
I think he has a house there too. He's filtered it.
Disney parks, right?
Yeah. He may have been talking about Tokyo. We don't know, but fucking. So Burkhardt, his the play-by-play guy, he goes, "There's a little more. Didn't you want to say something else, like a little bit more?" And then Tom's like, "Nah, fuck you." You know, like he just kind of brushed it off at that point. So I think it was good. I think what Tom said was good. I think what Baker said was good. I don't think there was a loser in that whole thing. I think it was fun. And it made sense. I think everybody kind of made sense in what they said.
It makes sense, and Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time.
I mean, they're very different. Like, look at the ad.
Yeah.
Look, Tom Brady does ads for like watches and cologne, and Baker does ads where he lives in the stadium.
Yeah.
For Hulu. Like, they're very different people.
But I mean, like, so, and you brought it up earlier, Johnny. Like, it's the same mentality and mindset as Michael Jordan. Like, is that mindset worth it? Because like, are those guys happy? They don't seem all that fucking happy.
Oh, people are like, Jordan used to get in fights all the time.
Yeah, Jordan. I mean, but even now, like later on, it's like
championships.
you don't see Michael Jordan out there having a good time. You see his kid out there having brunch with a bunch of hookers and doing blow and like a chalet or whatever.
Yeah,
I would.
Good for him.
Yeah.
And I think that's great. He doesn't have that mindset.
If I could go to the Olympics and just do coke with brunch, that would be great.
Any kid of a super rich celebrity that isn't living that lifestyle, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I don't give a shit who you are. If your dad is a goat of something and you're not doing fucking rich kid shit, you're shitting on your dad's legacy in a way.
Yeah, you need to go to a castle and in the south of France, and you need to get your dick sucked and then get room service.
Yeah.
It's like Ozzy Osbourne's kids. Ozzy Osbourne's kids have no talent at all, right? And they just fucking live it up. They're fucking weird. His son is Jack? Jack's doing ghost hunter shows with his mom. He don't give a fuck, like who cares? His daughter's on
an album. Nobody listens.
His daughter's on The View saying, if you don't let immigrants in, who's gonna fucking clean my house?
Well, I mean, she is an immigrant.
Yeah.
True. The worst kind, British. Ugh, you know what I mean? Give me a Venezuelan all day long. Shit. Well, fucking, at least they know how to cook. So the Bucs look great. I mean, as far as the performance goes, you couldn't ask for a better game across the board. I mean, even injury prone, everybody came out fired up. I think that Denver game was the wake up call they needed. And I'm glad it happened with the Broncos, because it's a non-divisional game. So it doesn't count against you at the playoff race. So get smacked in the face by a team that doesn't matter. You get that wake up call. You beat the shit out of the Eagles. And now you got the Falcons coming in 3 days later. They barely beat the Saints. So this is it. For some reason, the Falcons are favored in this game. I don't get it.
Getting Vita Veavac makes such a huge difference.
Yeah,
it's everything to our run defense.
What a beast.
And I forget who, it was one of you two last week that said if they show up angry and ready to fight, then they're going to destroy.
Yeah. Both their receivers were hurt. So, I mean, we did catch the Eagles on a good week.
Right.
Their left tackle was out and both receivers were hurt. So.
Yeah, and they shut Barkley down for the most part. He had one big play, but
one big run,
and it came out fast. They did what Denver did to us.
Great run.
They came out and they hit them fast and hard, and it was like 24-0. In the second quarter, at one point, the Eagles had 0 offensive yards, and we had over 200. So that
was like 225 to 0.
The game's over.
Offensive yards.
Yeah, and what I like too, the old Bucks, and by old Bucks I mean in the history of the franchise, they would have completely let off the gas, and it would have been a game in the fourth quarter. It'd been like, oh shit, all of a sudden it's 24-21, and we got to hang on for the win. They started to do that. They started to do it in the second quarter.
Within 2 touchdowns, they were in like
after that big run, it started to get close. Yeah,
but then for some reason they it's like they called a timeout at some point and went, hey guys, fucking let's stop that. All right, let's get back to what we did in the first quarter and kick the shit out of them, and they did. Like Baker was. The only quarterback that was better than Baker Mayfield this week was Jared Goff, who didn't throw an incompletion Monday night. I don't know if you noticed that.
Perfect passing.
And
Jared
he caught
Goff.
a touchdown.
Did he catch a touchdown?
Yeah, he caught a touchdown from his wide receiver. Yeah.
That's like that's like somebody like using cheat codes on Madden or something.
Yeah. Trick plays. Yeah. But this will be a telling game. Us in Atlanta, I think this will be a good real barometer of like where we're going to finish as far as the
are the Falcons second place?
Yeah.
Well,
they're tied
for first. Yeah.
They're tied for second. No, they're tied for second.
We're first on our own.
With New Orleans. That's right, because they played New Orleans.
Yeah, they're 2-2 with New Orleans. But New Orleans came out like gangbusters, scored over 40 points in the first 2 games. Everybody's like, they might be the best team in the NFL. Then they lost 2 games in a row. They lost to the Eagles in the last second, and then they lost to Atlanta in the last second. So
one of those games was the Panthers, who was like the worst team in the league. So
of course. Yeah. So I'm not worried in Vegas. I'm not worried about really any team in the NFC. Doesn't scare me as a Bucs fan right now, because the NFC, a lot of the teams that are supposed to be these big powerhouses are not playing great. 49ers are banged up. They're getting beat. Like they got beat by the Rams. They got beat. Minnesota beat the shit out of them. Minnesota
looks like the best team in the NFC.
They do, but they even looked a little mortal in this last victory. Even though they're 4-0, they almost lost that game. But right now, Minnesota is the best team in the NFC. But the Bucs are right there. I mean, like we could beat the Cowboys. Aren't good. The Eagles aren't good. Like who are the big teams?
I'm interested to see when Jordan Love comes back what the Packers look like.
He came back and they lost.
But I mean, it was close. He brought him back.
Yeah. But I mean, we beat Jordan Love last year. I mean, we beat him to death, and Baker Mayfield had a perfect passer rating.
Shit out of the Falcons. I just want to.
So
I want to beat him bad.
What are the odds right now of Tampa Bay going all the way through the playoffs and ended up in the Super Bowl?
I haven't checked the Super Bowl odds now, but obviously they've been adjusted since the beginning of the season. They were way down there, but I think that's looking too far ahead right now.
I don't think Super Bowl bound, but like I want to get in the playoffs.
We win this next 2 games. We win the next 2 games, and we're almost guaranteed the division. If you win the next,
see how we do against Atlanta and New Orleans.
Yeah, we beat Atlanta and New Orleans.
Yeah,
then we're 5-1, and they are 2-3, 3-4, whatever that. We're knocking them down a division as we're taking this big lead. Now we can. I'm not saying we could coast. But you got to think,
Carolina.
Bro, after that, we got to play Baltimore and Kansas City.
Sure.
We're definitely not going to coast.
Carolina is waiting for someone to try to coast on them, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Carolina.
Yeah,
they're
a trap.
They're a trap. They can win some underdog games for sure this season.
I'm not looking forward to playing against Derrick Henry. Oh, but like,
yeah, I mean. I don't know. I mean, the Bucs were one of the better teams equipped to even stop him. When you got the beef, we got Vita Vea in the middle. You got Levante David can lay the wood. I mean, you got
our DB. Like if he gets past them to like McCollum and Antoine Winfield,
Whitehead.
Those are not big dudes.
Whitehead hits. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm saying. When you look at the rosters across the board, I think the Ravens are looking at the Bucs like that's the team that it's going to be harder to run on than a lot of the other ones. Like. It's just there's a lot of poor tackling in the league this year. I've noticed so many. I mean, just this game,
a lot of business decisions.
Dude, the Eagles.
I don't want to fucking get hurt. Like, just
well, yeah, a lot of getting pushed out of bounds.
Yeah. Oh,
how many whiffs did you see in the Eagles-Bucks game where like Chris Godwin just makes a tiny little move and the guy dives 5 feet away from him? Like, what are you doing? Yeah,
that looked a little weird.
Yeah, it almost looks. I'm not going to say the NFL is rigged. I would never say that because I want to believe in my heart it isn't, because I enjoy it so much. But man, when you see some of these weird missed tackles and like these business decisions, you go, what is going on? You know, because like they're tackling better in college. You know, you're getting better. Yeah. You're getting better fundamental play in college. It shouldn't be happening.
I was listening to some radio show, and they were talking about how somebody had just come out and was saying that Tom Brady would, when he played for the Patriots, or was it was either the Patriots or the Bucks. Would actually, if he didn't like the play called and it was insisted upon, he would like throw at a player's feet on purpose just to prove a point that wasn't the right play. I can see that.
I'm sure. Yeah.
I can see that, right?
Yeah. He should get to call, like certain quarterbacks, like Peyton Manning, I'm sure would probably be the same way. Like,
yeah.
I'm going to call the play. I got this. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Well, the Bucks are underdogs in Atlanta by 1.5, so it's basically a pick 'em. So I'm laying money on the Bucks this week because I think they not only win, I think they win by 9 is what
I just want to bring up that you almost bet against the Bucks last week when we were talking about this. I rewatched the episode and we basically had to talk you out of it.
You did. Thank God, dude. Thank God, because I ended up doing okay. Saquon Barkley cost me a massive parlay. Unbelievable, guys. Like he cost me $845 on a $10 bet. So I had, and let me pull up this parlay for you.
All on one game?
No, it's a multi-way parlay.
Oh yeah, different games.
Yeah, it wasn't on lines. It was just on players scoring touchdowns. Let me pull this bad boy up.
It was like anytime touchdown.
Yeah, and listen to this fucking parlay that he cost me. This is heart-wrenching, dude. Let's see here. Yeah, let's go, girl. All right, you ready?
Who scores the first touchdown? Those things always pay out big.
All right, okay. This was
good.
This was the parlay that Saquon screwed me on here. Well, that's actually 2 of them. The first one that he screwed me on, I had Aaron Jones, Minnesota Vikings, over 56 rushing yards. He had 93, so I got that. I had CJ Stroud over 264.5 passing. He had 339, so I got that.
Damn.
I had
that's crazy.
I had Kyron Williams anytime touchdown. He got that. I had Alvin Kamara anytime touchdown. He got that. I had Jordan Mason anytime touchdown. He got it. I had David Montgomery anytime touchdown. He got it. And Saquon Barkley, zilch.
Fucking nothing.
I had him anytime touchdown. If he scores 1 touchdown against the Bucks,
how much would you have had?
$845 on a $10 bet. Oh yeah. Here's another one. This is just bad. This is a bad beat segment. Okay. Here's you're gonna
beat up.
Oh, you're gonna love this one too.
Divorced dad at the dog track right now, crying.
Believing in the Eagles really fucked you over, huh?
Hard,
good.
son.
Good.
They got me. They got me in the butt so hard. Here's let's hold on. I got another one here. Oh, the Monday Night Football was a real fuck job on me too, buddy. Oh, they got me right in the butthole.
The Ravens Bills game.
No, the Seahawks game. I had. Oh, you're gonna love this one too. This motherfucker. Oh, okay. So I had a $10 bet, and this was a 5-way parlay that would have paid me $454 on $10. I had Tyler Lockett over 49.5 yards. He had 61 yards. So bing, bing in the green. I had the Lions winning, bing, bing in the green.
Yeah.
I had total points, 40 over 47. Bing, got that one. I
wouldn't have made that bet.
I had Amon St. Brown anytime touchdown. He gets it in the 4th quarter. Bing. I had Geno Smith 2 touchdowns. I needed over 1.5. He's got 1 touchdown. And in the 4th quarter, he had 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. and threw 4 incompletions and then an interception. I think they get the ball back on a safety. And I'm like, give them the garbage touchdown, dude. They're up by 2 scores. Lions, just let the fucking guy throw a garbage touchdown. So I get this 454 interception in the end zone. Fuck you, dude. Like, if I was betting against him, if I was betting the under, there's no way he doesn't throw a touchdown there. It's
and
like,
the Seahawks put up a shitload of points, which is funny.
I just couldn't believe it.
You're like, oh, I definitely hit my parlay on that one. But nope, Ken Walker, all the touchdowns.
When it was 1st and goal at 5, I go, fuck yeah, dude, I'm hitting this parlay. Finally, you know what I mean? This is going to break me even for a month. God damn it. And right in the butthole. Right in the ball.
So I got to admit, though, that the sports gambling has been fun. It's a lot more satisfying than like playing like scratch offs or something like that.
For sure.
When you win.
Fun. It's more interesting.
I feel like I have a better chance, too. Like
well, yeah, especially if you do the research, like if you really care.
If you watch football.
like after I lose a parlay or lose like a bet, I always look back and go, oh, like when I bet when I bet all that money on the Bucks beating the Broncos and lost all that money, and then the day after I'm listening to a Bucks podcast and they're like, well, you know, Todd Bowles has never beat Sean Payton in a regular season. I'm like, fuck, I should have thought of that.
Didn't
I think of that?
Yeah, but if you did, if I had told you that, then you would have been like, well, they're fucking
he's due.
Yeah, they're due.
yeah, my loser mentality would have talked me into it anyway. Like fucking, stats are for nerds. I'm going Bucks all the way.
Yeah,
baby.
it's like he's fucking due. I mean, that's how I bet.
Yeah,
on
you're
baseball.
right.
I'm like, this motherfucker is hitting 194. He's due.
Yeah.
He's due for a 3-hit game.
He's betting 0.35. He has Down syndrome. Well, they're gonna let him hit. I mean,
they're gonna let him get on base.
Come on, what dickheads wouldn't let him hit? Like, that's one of my favorite things when you ever see the videos where it's like a Make-A-Wish kid, but they didn't tell the entire team, right? They fucked up. And then there's like one fucking linebacker just lays this kid out, this kid with cancer. It's like, fucking, we're going to let him score a touchdown. Go ahead, Timmy.
I'm like, nope.
Then this kid that's trying to get a fucking D1 scholarship just cleans his fucking 11-year-old's clock. He's like,
the video with the blind kid, the football video with the blind kid is the funniest shit.
What is this? I haven't seen this.
It's like probably middle school, high school team, like maybe freshman. And he's like, I'm glad I get to play. And he's just clearly blind. And then they cut to him playing and he's just.
Wait, he goes, I can do what any other kid can do. And then he's just running like nowhere near the play.
The coach has to like stop him like a fucking.
It's great, dude.
He needs a leash.
I feel like if we're going to put these, like we have to splice these videos in. I feel like we're doing a disservice to it. Like I watch these other podcasts and as they're talking about it, the videos are popping up and stuff because they have like real production and everything. So it's like,
hey, we're going to get there.
We will.
Like I knew we were going to be talking about the blind kid.
I know.
Yeah. I mean, you would that's when that happens, that's when there's like 2 producers. There's like the one that we talk to, and then the one that's assisting that one.
Cues everything up.
Yeah,
it would be nice. One of us got to hit the lottery, dude. That's all we got to do.
I never play the lottery.
I play it 2 or 3 times a week, just in case.
Yeah, I never do.
Well, you guys be happy that I'm doing it because you will reap the benefits if I hit. We're gonna.
I've always said if I ever hit the lottery, none of you motherfuckers will ever see me again.
Well,
I'm definitely
that's hurtful.
not podcasting.
No, I'm kidding.
Because I had you dickheads in my plans.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
No, all we need is that $1 million lottery win, and we'll have a podcasting empire.
Oh yeah, like we'll like a whole fucking a network, it'd be nice. It is cool. I like to see, comedians do really well with it. And over the last 10, 15 years, you've seen super successful stories, through podcasting. I mean, Joe Rogan being the number one, obviously, but then like
everybody knows that one, but there's a lot of other ones.
Oh yeah, you got like
when you get rich, can we get some lighting that doesn't make me look like a fucking
That's
scallop?
not I actually contacted
doesn't make me look like a specter.
I contacted a few experts and they were like, yeah, I don't know if you could do anything.
Milky.
They're like, can you backlight him? And I'm like, no, I can't backlight him.
Can you big backlight him?
I contacted a couple of filmmakers and I'm like, hey, can you take a look at this and let me know what I'm doing wrong? And they're like, yeah, he's big and he's white, and I don't think we can do anything about it.
Women have to wear around my face.
Can we get a DNA test and see if he's human? What is going on with this fucking?
Maybe we gotta have you start wearing like Hulk Hogan style bandanas.
Or just hang like a sheet in front of me, like a sexy sheet.
Yeah, like a KKK member.
No, not that kind.
Not that kind,
a
man.
see-through kind.
That's a different show, okay?
But yeah, I honestly, guys, I think we're doing pretty good. I've been reviewing the episodes and I've been getting a lot of good feedback. If you guys think that we're doing a good job, please subscribe to the channel, like the episode, like our clips. Follow
come to
us.
a show. I'm not this white. You have to come see.
Yeah,
me.
His
come
name is
see
Fernandez.
Me like a normal person.
Yeah, his
name is Fernandez. It's at 3uglymugs on Instagram, and it's 3uglymugs with a Z at gmail.com if you want to book us or if you want to sponsor.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be fantastic. At least cover the cost of what we're spending to create this whole bitch.
Cover the cost of our parlays.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude! I want so bad to have like just a Hard Rock betting sponsorship, just so I could free roll. It'd be like, all right, we'll give you a couple $100 a month. Just don't spend more than that. I'd be like, fine. That's all I need. That's all I need. Yeah. Goddamn.
That's all I need. And then you just keep upping the bets, and then you start to scratch your neck.
Yep.
And then
in my head, I'd be like,
cocaine.
In my head, I'd be like, it's not the same adrenaline rush unless it's my money. You know, like I'm not feeling it. You know, like I need to really be scared. My lights are getting turned off.
You're a poker player, and you've actually played when you've been staked before.
Oh yeah.
Is there a different feeling when you're playing with somebody else's money? Do you think that fucks with your edge?
I mean, for me, it made me play better because I didn't want to lose.
You think
I didn't want to lose this.
I don't want anybody to break my legs.
Well, no, it wasn't that. I wanted the guy to keep backing me. You know, it was a couple different guys, and I wanted them. I didn't want to be a loser and them go, all right, we're not going to back you anymore. You know, so
okay. So it's the same as like any other like sports athlete where it's like I want to do a good job because I want to keep this job.
Yeah. So the way it worked with my backer was they would pay for me to play, and I got 50% of the profit. So, which is huge, you know, like in 2000
profit. That's nice as hell, dude.
Yeah. And I got nothing invested, and they would also pay for my travel sometimes. So like if they wanted me to play a poker tournament in Vegas, they go, hey, we got you lined up for this poker circuit. We want you to play 3 events if you can do it. And I'd be like, yeah, of course I can do it.
So can you do the math in your head where like you can test the probability of who probably has the best hand at the
time?
Yeah. That's
and
impressive. That always blows my mind when people know that shit.
Well, I mean, I'm not like a beautiful mind or anything, but just from experience and being in a lot of different hands and learning sometimes after the hand what my probability was, and then I would see similar hands, and then also I dealt for years, and when we had to start dealing pot limit games, you had to know like real quick, real time math, like what was in the pot and all this stuff. So you got more in tune with the math side of it. So I was playing earlier today.
I would do terrible.
I was playing earlier today, and a couple of scenarios came up where the math really came into play, and I ended up making a raise on a hand where I had nothing at the time, but I knew the probability of me hitting was pretty good, and I knew the probability of me bluffing them out of the hand and not even having to draw to the hand was good in the position I was in.
You're like 60%, and in your mind, the person that you're bluffing against probably has 25% chance of hitting the highest hand. So it's like that's when you push.
Well, it's like I was drawing to a hand where I had a straight and a flush draw, so I had multiple outs in the hand. So I had
that increases the odds.
The cards that I had left in the deck that I knew were available, I had 12 cards that make my hand a winner that were still in the deck. So knowing that, and knowing that this guy was kind of a tight player and I could probably push him off the hand, that adds to the value of me betting. Now, if he called me, now I got 12 cards that can bail me out. And that's what happened. I made this huge bet, and the guy goes, I call. And in my head, I go, oh, fuck, I need one of these 12 cards. And the next card, boom, hit me right in the mouth. I go, without hesitation, I just put the rest of the chips in. He thinks I'm bluffing, or he's so invested. he's so invested. Even if he doesn't think I'm bluffing, he's got to protect, that previous bet. And then I just take all his money.
That's the best when you have someone. When you have someone trapped like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had him in a bad spot.
He feels like he's invested too much to not see it through, and and there's a 50% chance he thinks I'm bluffing. That's the best position to be in.
Yeah, and a lot of times, people overthink in that position. A poker player, they'll go, oh man, maybe if I bet a little bit, he'll think that I'm. And I found the best way to bluff
draw it out to the river, maybe. Get one or two more raises on it. Yeah.
So what I do is I always just bet super aggressive whether I have it or not, so they can never really put me on anything. And to me, it feels really good when you have the absolute best hand and you look like you're bluffing and they snap call you. It's the best. Like I did that with.
You're just always putting money in the pot.
I flopped 4 of a kind. I was at the Hard Rock years ago, and I flopped 4 of a kind. And this girl is sitting next to me, and she's like, I'm trying to help her out a little bit. She was really new to the game. And she's like, can I watch some of the hands that you're playing that I'm not in? That way I can I go, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'll let you sweat. And I show her and I flop like 4 10s and I'm first to act. Now, this is a very important lesson for her. Like, what do I do here? Now, most people, 99% of the time, you would check there and let the other players possibly bet into you or something.
No, you got to make a bet.
So I told her, I go, watch this. And there's no money in the pot. There's just minimum money in the pot. I had like $500. I just go, I'm all in. And I put the $500 in. And this guy goes into the tank. And in poker talk, that's when you're thinking for a long time.
Yeah.
He's just like, he gets up, he's walking around his chair. He's like, why would you do that? Why would there's $50 in the pot and you just put 500 and there's no way you could have and there's 2 10s on the board. He goes, no way you got a 10. He goes, fuck. And after 5 minutes, he goes, I call, man. And I go, okay. Yeah. And I turn over the 4 10s. He fucking talked to himself for an hour, dude. He was like, that was the worst play I've ever seen in my life. You must be the worst player.
That's not the worst play.
But I don't
know. Because you're clocking him with his sneaky check. I'm just gonna check here because he thinks he has a hand at that.
Well, he never got a chance to check.
Well, he can also just assume that you're trying to bully him out of the pot.
That's what I did. And that's exactly what he thought. He talked himself into giving me all his money and then told me I sucked when I brain fucked him. It was beautiful. And the girl was like, I don't know what you just did. I go, yeah, that was a bad lesson. Don't try that. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah.
All right, but before we get out of here, we gotta talk about Charlie Hustle.
I know, dude.
Rest in peace.
The Hit King, baby. I know.
Shit, Dikembe Mutombo too, man.
And there's been a lot of celebrity. There's been a lot of celebrity deaths, not just sports guys, but a lot of celebrity deaths in the past 2-3 weeks. It's been insane.
There's a lot of old people out there.
I was gonna say, dude, the older we get, the more this is gonna happen, John.
Mm-hmm. I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
Soon you start to lose people that you love.
That's why I don't love anyone.
Oh man!
Soon your parents will die.
I don't like them. Don't care for them.
Oh my god!
Oh. We're all going the same place.
Too late. My mom's been gone 10 years. My dad just had surgery for cancer over the weekend, and they took out a piece of his lung and stuff. And this is the 5th time he's battled cancer and won or whatever. And I'm talking to him on the phone, and he's just so chilled. He goes, oh, so I'm 87 years old. He goes, if I don't wake up, from this, it was like the day before the surgery. It's if I don't wake up,
fine,
dude.
He goes,
my dad
I'm
lost
proud of you
last year.
I'm proud of you. You guys are great. And I go, Dad, chill. You'll be fine. And he's like, well, how long do you think I'm gonna live? And I go, that's a good point.
That's a good point.
He's not gonna be fine, Johnny. We're all gonna die.
Your dad lost a foot?
Yeah, my dad lost a foot last year.
Oh,
you guys saw him at the wedding, right?
Dude, that joke you wrote about it. That joke you wrote about is my favorite so far.
Dude,
so good.
There's been he's actually.
I saw that. I noticed the cane, but I didn't notice the lack of a foot.
He has a lack of a.
It's Big Daddy Kane, baby.
He's moving pretty good though.
I went to their house for Christmas. I always go to my parents' house for Christmas, and my mom was like, "I got your dad something he's gonna love," and I was like, "Is it a new leg?" And she could not stop laughing. I was like,
"Oh man,
killed it."
My older brother just did the same thing, half his foot. Gone.
Oh no.
Yeah. Well, diabetes,
Yeah.
man. It's not good.
Yeah, my dad lost a toe, and my father-in-law also same toe, big toe.
Are they drinking enough beer?
Yeah, we should probably have some more beers. But anyway, back to Pete Rose. What do you guys think his chances are of getting in the Hall of Fame now?
That'd be fucked up. It'd be even more fucked up if they did it now.
You think it would be worse?
It would feel like they could have done it. They could have given him his flowers while he was alive, and they waited until he was dead.
Put him on his grave.
So fucked up.
It's a double fuck you.
Well, it's
yeah.
a lifetime
I don't like
ban.
that. I don't like
It's a
that.
lifetime ban. He's served his sentence.
Is it really that serious? Is it really is once you die you can get in?
I don't know if that's
Yeah,
what
it's
they're gonna say or not.
posthumously.
I feel like if you were banned, you should just be banned. Like just because you die doesn't mean anything.
Oh, I don't know.
And for people that don't know, for people that don't give a shit or don't know, he got banned from baseball. You know, back
89.
in '89. He was managing the Reds, and he was betting. He was betting on the games
for the Reds, though,
right?
Not against.
Yeah,
He's for his own team.
I like it. Yeah, I love that
as
in the
long
interview.
As you're not doing
I don't have
weird
any problems with what he did,
parlays, as long as you're not doing anything weird. If you're just betting to win or whatever, or you're betting, for positive points or whatever, then I don't.
I
think
saw
that's
somebody
big of a
say
deal.
that the guy with the most hits isn't in the Hall of Fame. The guy with the most home runs isn't in the
Yeah,
Hall of
because
Fame.
of steroid
The guy with the most Cy
assumption.
Youngs isn't in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Fuck
I-
that. Let him do it. God damn.
Well, they should have like
Barry
a
Bonds
wing.
made
They should have a
This is the one time I
steroid.
sort of watched baseball was Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
Have a steroids wing in the Hall of Fame. Be like, this was the steroids era, and it'd be like the Mark
Yeah.
McGuire and the Barry
Doors, just a
Bonds and
giant
Sammy
asterisk.
Sosa. Yeah, it's, Clemens, all these guys. You just put them in the fucking. Because here's the thing, they were all doing it back then.
Well,
all of them.
who's the official home run king without an asterisk?
Oh, without an asterisk. Ugh, see, that's
Would still
tough.
be Babe
'cause-
Ruth.
Is it still Babe Ruth or is it?
I mean,
some-
even
Lou
he gets
Gehrig.
an asterisk, man. But the fucking Spanish people and black people couldn't play.
That's
Yeah.
true.
That
Yeah.
seems
Yeah.
like
Well,
also
they-
bad.
Didn't Louis C.K. have a bit like that a long time ago? He's like, it was somebody had a bit like that. He's like, if you were a famous baseball player from the 20s, it doesn't count because black people weren't allowed to play with you.
Babe Ruth played in the Negro Leagues, though. He would show up and actually, he would actually play with the guys.
Wow.
Yeah, and they would pay him a bunch of money to make an appearance, and then he would
So he was like, okay.
he would pay, and then
He was
would,
like Eminem.
Yeah, he would pay it out to the guys in the dugout. Yeah.
I like that.
That was progressive of him.
He was Babe Ruth was for integration of baseball. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there was a lot. There was a lot of cooler people. There was a lot of cool people that were down for it. Back in the day, even like the NFL. A lot of the NFL and NBA, the coaches, they were really for it because they wanted to fucking win, dude. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
I haven't looked it up. Could you imagine the first NBA team that was like, we're gonna let the black guys play, and all of a sudden,
Have you seen Glory Road?
No,
Yeah,
It's the first college basketball team that led a whole starting 5 black.
Yeah,
players.
wasn't
Oh,
it was
They
like
fucking crush people.
wasn't it like
And
Southern
they win
Texas
the
Southern
they're
Methodist?
Like, they're like the small little college, and they win the national championship.
Why would you not want to? Why would you not want to put the best players on the field or on the court or whatever?
Because
Why
people
would you
used to
not
be
want
dumb.
You want to win? I mean, I get that the white people
Yeah,
are going
like-
to be upset, but does that really matter when you're winning
No,
championships?
but not really. People are upset for like 5 minutes and they're like, "Oh, these guys are great to watch."
Yeah, as soon as they start, those white people really come around once you start fucking winning for them.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, well that's how it was. Like I saw a documentary about like Alabama football, and like Bear Bryant was big on integration, like letting them in, and he was getting a lot of fucking pushback from
Ooh, in Alabama,
stupid old.
yikes.
Yeah, but fucking, all the Alabama fans are like, no, you can't have those colored boys on the field, and all of a sudden they're going like 12-0, and they're like, they're actually nice boys. I like them. They're
At least he's doing the white voice and not the black
He's
voice.
doing the white voice.
At least he's not like, we want to go to school, sir.
I'll
Now
tell
you're
you,
doing it.
boss.
It's his fault.
It's his fault.
I don't know
Moral
why.
influence.
I don't know why there's a tide and they got an elephant. But you know what?
All of
I'm
this
rolling.
is Johnny's fault. If you have a problem with this show whatsoever, this was all Johnny's idea. Okay. 100%
No,
Johnny's
you're doing
idea.
great. You're doing the appropriate voice. Way to go.
Look, I'm an equal opportunity voice, in person. I don't, it's not racist if I fuck with everybody. You know what I mean? Everybody gets it. Am I right, Holmes? You know what I mean? I do them all, baby. What the fuck are you talking about? I do them all. I don't care. Fuck you. Anyway.
What else do we want to talk about before we get out of here?
before we get canceled out the gate?
Before we get canceled, I mean, obviously, rest in peace. Pete
R.I.P.
Rose.
Makimbe Mutombo.
Yep.
Dikembe Mutombo.
Dikembe Mutombo.
That team with him and Allen Iverson when they went to the championship against the Lakers. That was great. They had a great team.
Yeah.
He was awesome. He was a defensive player of the year, 4 times in the NBA. And
is he? I think he's all-time leader in blocks.
Yeah, great personality off the field. Just he did a lot of philanthropic stuff, a lot of stuff in the community. He's a really good dude. Funny on the commercials, and brain cancer. 58 years old. So very, very sad.
Yeah.
It sucks. It sucks, man. You never know. You never know when
that brain cancer will get you. I got a buddy of mine now is going through it. So
it's no good.
It's not fun. It's not very treatable.
No.
Yeah, it's not good. There was a girl, and I'm brain farting her name. No pun intended. I feel bad now, but a local girl, and she was on TikTok with brain cancer, and she had a bucket list. I don't know if you saw that. It was about 2 years ago, and she had all these bucket list items, and it went viral, and people just started making them come true. One was that she wanted to hang out with Bert Kreischer and go to a show, and he brought her on stage, and
obviously,
and but there was a bunch. I mean, it was a crazy bucket list, and people just started fulfilling it because she went so viral. But she was this beautiful, beautiful girl from the Tampa Bay area, and man, I got caught up in it, dude. It got to me big time. Like I caught myself crying on my couch. I was like, oh God. And I haven't seen her in a while. So it's probably came to pass, but
cancer. Yeah. It's the worst thing.
It sucks, man.
Hate cancer. Even worse.
It's cancer, storm surge, fucking parlays. I mean, it's just a lot of tragedy in the world today, and we just have to find a way to get through it. You know what I mean,
What
Liz?
a fun episode this is turning.
This is great. Yeah, we're just gonna end it on a sad note. Well, let's finish, Johnny. Preseason hockey starts tonight.
Well, no, it's been started since last week. And you know how I know?
Started last week?
You know how I know? Because I'm preempted.
You're part of the Lightning broadcast team.
I've been part of the regular season away games after show. So as far down on the totem pole as I can be. No, the regular season hasn't started. I think we have 4 more preseason games, and then I think next weekend, I believe the opening game, I'm actually booked. I'm doing Unholy comedy in St. Pete next Friday and Saturday. So
they're opening on the road.
No. No, it's home. I think we're at home.
Okay.
Yeah, but normally I'll go to some of at least the home opener. I'll be there at with the rest of the media and all that stuff. So honestly, I haven't even really gotten a phone call about the broadcast yet. I heard my credentials are at the station, but I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
I'd fire me. I don't know. Maybe after this episode. But no, it's fun. The Lightning. They named Victor Hedman the captain because Stamkos is now with the Predators, and he came out
with the P Diddy's.
Why would you name your team the Predators?
I didn't even think about it like that.
The Nashville P Diddy's.
Kids get in for free tonight. No, I don't want to go.
Don't worry, kids. If you can't find the stadium, we left a trail of M&Ms from your house all the way there. Don't you worry about it. We'll pick your kid up in a shipping crate. Yeah, no, but Hedman and his wife donated $150,000 to Hurricane Helene recovery. All the teams came together. Lightning, Bucks, Rays, all that. It just kind of sucks. I wish our government would take care of all these people that are dying from the hurricane.
Like, we shouldn't have to do it, but it's nice when, and I always think sports is great for helping build community and helping strengthen the community in crisis and stuff like that. So I'm really glad for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I always tell people like who don't watch sports, it's like that's like church for me. Like.
Yeah,
like we're all going for the same thing. We're all part of the same cause.
Exactly.
We're all going for something better, higher than ourselves.
It's better than like trying to participate in like stupid ass tribalism politics.
Yeah,
it's better
God no.
than participating in church or
Yeah.
whatever other sort of scam or whatever. Like, sure, sports, it costs a lot to watch sometimes, and
Hey, sometimes athletes do bad things.
and
Look,
sometimes athletes do bad things or whatever. Nobody's perfect, but I'll take it over church or politics any fucking day.
You know what's more fun to me? A Facebook argument over politics or a real life fight in a stadium between two rival team fans. You see those a lot. There was a Arizona Cardinals fight
so
between two Cardinal fans. I saw that video today. They beat the shit out of each other. It was fantastic. Anytime the Chargers play the Raiders, there's a murder in the parking lot. Like it's pretty awesome. Yeah, it's just like street gangs. They just roll in.
It's almost like Southern Los Angeles has some weird thing going on.
It is odd. It is odd. Yeah.
We were watching the Chargers game, and I was like, me and my wife were watching it at like a sports bar or something like that, and I was like, oh, fun fact, babe, L.A. Chargers. That's the only stadium in the entire league with a built-in homeless population. And then she was like, really?
Oh my God.
Like,
that's
she
hilarious.
believed it for a second. She was
Yeah.
like, oh, people live there?
That's crazy. I like it. All right, before we go let's make our predictions on the Bucks Falcons game. I'll throw mine out first. I told you earlier 9 points, and I'm sticking to it. Bucks win 30-9. The Falcons they have no answer for Baker Mayfield's quick attacks. Chris Godwin lights them up, and Cade Otton with 9 catches, and the Bucks win 30-9. What do you guys got?
30-9.
30.
That's
I don't think
bold.
so.
Oh no, 30-21. I apologize. 30-21.
Oh, okay. That's
It's a 9-point win, 30-21. I ran all my simulations, and that's what I came up with.
I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take Bucks 7 points, 21-14.
That's still good.
I like
Yeah.
that. I think it's going to be a lower scoring game. The Falcons
Yeah.
offense hasn't really been great this year, and our defense is pretty stout. I'll go 24-10.
Ooh, I got a good
touchdown win.
I got a good prop bet for you too, boys. If you
All
want
right.
you want some guaranteed money for
Guaranteed
tomorrow,
money. Follow Johnny, everybody.
guaranteed money,
This is
guaranteed money, guys.
This is
And
like what somebody says to you when they pull you into an alley. Hey man,
Yeah, it's guaranteed, bro.
it's a guarantee, bro.
if you're
This
probably
is
watching
legit.
this,
I got a horse.
if it's Thursday afternoon when this comes out on YouTube, and you watch this before the game, this is guaranteed money for Thursday night football. Let me get the odds up for you right now. Oh my God, I'm so excited about this for you guys, because let's see if it's where I think it is. I'm going with kicking. Are you ready for this? Oh, look at this. Young Ho Koo. This is right where I wanted to be. Do you know what the over is for field goals for Young Ho Koo in this game?
1.5.
1.5. The Bucks have maybe I have to check, but maybe the best red zone defense in the league right now.
Okay.
So Young Ho Koo's going to score 2 field goals. First of all, he's one of the best kickers in the league. He has the
Right.
best name of any player in the league. He's a Young Ho.
Let me get that young Hoku.
It's minus
Yo, girl, let me get that
45.
young Hoku.
It's exactly. It's minus 145. So you're not going to make a ton of money, but
Right.
it's almost guaranteed. So right now, if you put $25, you'll get $42.24.
Okay, that does
Right now.
sound like easy money.
It just seems like guaranteed money. He's going to kick 2 field goals
Unless
in
he
this
gets
game.
murdered on one of those plays.
Oh my God! What if he
Just
pulls a hammy in
crushed.
practice? Oh, son of a bitch!
We just shut out the Falcons. That'd be
Yeah.
great too.
You know what? Fuck. I'm still betting it. I don't care.
Still do it.
No, it's a good
Yeah.
bet. It
No,
is.
I think it's a good bet.
I'm gonna bet it. Yeah, tomorrow.
Or if
Yeah,
you
I'll
want
bet
to
it.
parlay it, you can go
I'll just
Young
add it into the
Hoku.
parlays.
Yeah, you could throw him getting 2 field goals and then take the Bucks to win, and that'll put you.
Yeah,
in
I'm gonna throw
plus.
it in a parlay. That's
I
what
wouldn't
I'm gonna
mind
do.
taking what's the over for Godwin, because that dude's been on fire.
For yards or receiving or what?
Yards, yeah.
All right, let's see. I'm looking right now. Friend, receiving Chris Godwin over 64.5 yards is minus 115.
I'll take that.
That's yeah.
That's not bad.
I don't think.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
out of the question.
He's actually
at all.
favored higher than Evans. Evans is
Yeah, the
over
Falcons
60.
Falcons have really good safeties. That's the one play. Like their safeties are fucking solid.
Really good
Put
safeties.
Godwin
Yeah.
in the middle of the field in the slot. I think he's gonna get loose.
Yeah, there you go. And as far as touchdowns, if you want to go anytime touchdowns, I like Bucky Irving getting back in the end zone.
I like Bucky.
He's plus 145. I made money on him Sunday. I had him scoring anytime. Actually, I had
Also,
Mike Evans.
Wouldn't be surprised if Baker snuck one in there.
Dude,
Yeah,
that
he
read
hasn't had a
option.
rushing touchdown in a week.
I think I'll throw that on the parlay. Anytime Baker Mayfield touchdown.
He'll sneak in there.
Yeah,
He did it the first 2 weeks.
He'll slid in there. He'll just slide.
Slide in, daddy.
Yeah, get in there,
I'm gonna go.
Baker.
I'm gonna go. Mike Evans anytime touchdown with Young Hoku over 1.5, and that's it. I'm just
Bucks
betting
win.
that, and a Bucks win,
that.
of course,
Bucks win. Yeah.
and that'll get you paid, baby. And you're welcome. You're welcome, folks, for listening.
All right. Well, happy Thursday Night Football. This game is going to be a lot better than last week's Thursday Night Football. So, yeah, it'll be fun. If you guys want to come over and you're not working, you're welcome to. I'm going to pop it on the Amazon Prime on the surround sound.
I have to do radio by myself.
Pizza.
You're making a pizza?
Yep, from scratch.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
look at
Pretty
you,
excited
baby.
about it. Got some spicy Italian sausage I'm going to throw on there.
Oh, you go, girl. You have a pizza oven, or you doing it in a old conventional like your mom did it oven?
Yeah, no, I'll do it in a regular oven.
Okay.
You got a stone? You got
No,
a pizza
I don't have a
stone?
stone
I got
oven.
a stone in mine.
What do you mean? a stone?
Oh, my
it's
big-
like a ceramic stone.
I just
yeah.
Yeah.
no, I have a like a pizza like a
pan.
tray. Yeah,
Yeah.
those stones were just too small. I need a fucking
They're small. They're only
want
they only
big
make like 10-inch
fucking
pizzas.
thick
Yeah.
pizza.
I do them in the big green egg. I get it up to 800 degrees and just cold fire that motherfucker.
The egg goes up to
Yeah.
800, huh?
I've gotten it over 800. Yeah. 'Cause
Really?
My thermometer
That's dope.
goes to 800 and I've had it maxed out. Yeah. So
Yeah, I mean,
So
that's-
does it get any smoke?
oh yeah,
No,
yeah.
You just don't. I mean, you could do smoke, but you could just
Right.
do.
Yeah.
You don't have.
Have
to
you ever
do
been
those type of
to-
pellets?
Like a real coal fired plate, like Anthony's coal fired pizza, one of these
Yeah,
places.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you get the little bit of smoke, you get that char on
Char,
the
yeah,
crust.
yeah.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah. And it cooks in like 6 minutes. Like 800 degrees, you throw it in there. It's like fucking don't walk away because it'll be done. And it's pretty goddamn good. And I just get the ready-made pizza dough at like Publix. I just like I'm trying to make my own pizza dough like an asshole, So yeah, it's good. Anyway, let's add pizza to the podcast. Now we talk
Yeah, we can talk pizza.
barbecue.
We got October 25th. We're doing Down in Front at Side Splitters Wesley Chapel. The three of us. It's we're gonna be roasting the movie Night of the Living Dead, the original. Everybody.
Black and white. Come get
As
some
soon as
culture.
as soon as I bring it up, people go, the original or the remake? And I'm like, it's the original. We're doing the original.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
And then what is it? November, the second Saturday in November.
November 9th,
November
Devine.
9th, yep.
November 9th, we're doing Devine Brewery, and it's going to be me, Johnny, and Matt Fernandez, three ugly mugs performing there. And you're doing October as well. You're doing
Yep,
your.
I'm just straight up headlining October 12th.
Are you who you got opening for you?
Shelly
Shelley,
Behar,
cool.
and Gene by Gene.
Oh, nice. That's
I like Gene's gotten really funny.
Gene's good. He's
gotten really good.
relaxed and he's very likable
He's
and
very
personable
chill,
on
yeah.
stage. Yeah. So, great shows coming up. Oh, November 2nd, I got Shelly Behar, and Nathan Wallace coming to Jack Polino's Pizza in downtown Dunedin. So get your tickets for that.
Oh yeah, and this Saturday.
Hold
at
on,
the
hold
Crack
on.
Up
You're gonna be
Cancer
in.
benefit.
Hold on, you're gonna be in downtown Dunedin on November 2nd because I'm gonna be recording my
Yes,
special
I
in
know.
Newport Richie on
I'm
November
sorry.
2nd. And
I'm sorry.
you fucking. Actually, I'm doing 2 locations
I
now.
thought you were doing one in Ybor.
I am. So
Yeah, I'm going to the
let
one
me
in
know
Ybor.
when that one is.
Yeah, I'm going
Yeah.
to the Ybor one.
that's going to be November 16th at the Cuban Club, and this is the first
Yes.
time I've even saying this out loud. So, with
Put
we're
it
gonna
on
re-
the fucking calendar, bro.
Yeah.
we're gonna
I should have
record
that right
both. We're gonna record the Richie Suncoast Theater, so it's gonna be a very unique special because we're gonna record Richie Suncoast, but we can't do all the camera placement like we really need to. So we're going a little bigger 2 weeks later at the Cuban Club, and we're gonna use some clips
gonna
for
mash 'em
B-roll
up?
and things. I don't know if we're gonna do that or not. I will wear the same outfit just to see if that happens, but. But I'm calling the Cuban Club. It's going to be called the comedy special Final Cut, and that's going to be free for anybody who wants to get in. And I'll have the links up for that. First come, first serve.
Oh,
And
so
if
we don't
you
even
have
to get on
tickets
the guest
for-
list, we can just walk in.
No, I have to have you on a list. You can't.
No,
just-
he's explaining. You got to click the link.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, you guys can just walk in, but other people no.
Right.
But yeah, Richie Suncoast. If you already bought tickets for that, it's still going to be part of the special, and it's going to be a big night. And whoever buys tickets for that will get first dibs on the free seats at the Cuban Club. And I have a lot of shit to work out. I'm meeting with sponsors. I'm doing a walkthrough with my director and the head of videography and producers. And
Well, I'm glad
It's
it's,
a
all
lot.
coming together. I'm glad
Yeah.
it's all coming together. And Matt, you got a special coming up December 21st.
December 21st, Ocala, Marion Theater. Tickets are on sale.
One take.
Maybe we'll see.
We'll see. You better do it in one fucking take.
Tickets
I'm
are
thinking
selling,
about
man.
I'm thinking about one take at the Cuban
I
Club.
have to
Yeah.
add fucking one more, but I have a show this Saturday at the Floridian Club in St. Pete. Like 10
That's
minutes from
right.
the house.
Crack Up Cancer.
Crack
I
Up
had
Cancer. Yeah.
I had the booker.
cause.
I was
Fuck
on with
cancer.
them last night.
Oh, Crack Up Cancer, great charity, and that lineup is stacked too, right?
It's me and Hugh Carey and Sheena Regan. I think that's her name.
Yeah, Comic Doc and what's his name from St. Augustine? Danny. Yep, I just worked with him.
Danny Bevins.
Nope,
No,
St. Augustine.
I would know Danny Bevins.
No, he'd know Danny
I can't
Bevins.
remember the name.
Danny Bevins did it last year. That's
Yeah.
why I'm confused. Danny Bevins
No, he
did it
didn't.
last year.
No,
Or 2
last year
years
was
He was supposed to do it this year, but he had to drop.
last year was
okay.
Jimmy Schubert, Steve Simone, and me
Okay.
at the Floridian Social. That was a good lineup. No, I got it on my. I actually reposted the Crack Up Cancer on my Facebook wall last night because I had
Just
Jack.
Google Crack Up Cancer.
I got it. No,
Saturday,
it's
fucking
crackupcancer.com.
Floridian Club, St. Petersburg, Florida.
There's still tickets available, guys. So go. Danny Johnson. I'm sorry, Danny Johnson.
Okay.
Vian Famachan, Matt Fernandez, Sheena Regan, and Hugh Carey. A sick lineup, and tickets they only start at $25, which is great. So
and it goes to a good cause. Like
great cause,
Great
man.
cause, yeah.
Do you know where the money
Fuck
actually goes?
cancer.
Well, here's a cool thing about Crack Up Cancer. It doesn't go to like cancer research like a lot of the charities do. This actually goes to help people pay for the non-medical expenses that they have to
Like when you can't
endure.
work.
Well, yeah, like if you need to pay your rent, if you need food, or you get your car payment while you're going
Gotta
through
feed your
chemotherapy.
kids.
Yeah, that's what they do with Crack Up Cancer, which is really, really awesome to take that stress off of you that you really don't need when you're battling for your life. So it's cool.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for listening. Thanks everybody for watching. We're on Spotify, Amazon, iHeart, Apple, and YouTube. Please subscribe on all of those or some of those. We love you guys. Johnny is
Johnny B.
5
Tampa
days-
on
5
everything,
days a
guys.
week. 5 days a week on 102.5 The Bone.
No, I'm not.
Something like that.
Hockey season, dude. Just
Oh, yeah,
follow
it's hockey
Johnny B.
season.
Tampa, man. Just follow all of my social media. I'm also doing a charity event this Saturday in Winter Haven for a guy that's got stage 4 kidney disease. It's kidneyfored.org, and there's Steve Simone and Mark Evans and Rudy Johnson. We're all doing comedy and a bunch of bands and everything else. So it's going to be good too. If you're in Winter Haven, come out to that. If you're in St. Pete, go to Crack Up Cancer. And if you're anywhere else, go fuck yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. Love you guys.
Bye.